What's good? It's your boy NLG. Welcome back to the channel. You know what it is. Today, Real Madrid versus Arsenal. Second leg, the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League, just off the back of our 3-0 win at the Emirates. I think I can speak for all Arsenal fans today to say we've all got a degree of nerves. I ain't gonna lie. We all got nerves, but we go with a 3-0 lead. Can we do it at the Bernabeu? This is going to be a massive test for these players and a big test for Mikel Arteta. So let's speak about it. The lineups are out. So let's speak through the lineups, the tactical battles, and what we're going to need to do to make sure we're going through to the semi-finals against, which is confirmed, PSG, who managed just about to nick it past Aston Villa, who put up a good fight yesterday. So let's hope Real Madrid don't put up as good of a fight as Aston Villa did. All right, let's speak about it. Let's start with lineups because lineups just came out. Let's go through the squads. Now, let's speak about this game. We've gone 3-0 up, 2 amazing free kicks by Declan Rice, and, you know, a goal by Mikel Merino sending us into this leg. Now, speaking about team news off the back of that, Camavinga went off with a second yellow, red card, so he's out of the game. Tchouaméni will come into this game. Luckily for Arsenal, we've got Partey and Ben White fit. Having Partey for this game is crucial. The way he controlled the midfield in the first leg was pivotal to the way we were able to play with freedom. I always say that 4-3-3, the number 6 role is so pivotal in that formation because it gives players the trust to be able to play freely in the 8 positions and further up the pitch. And with those balls that can break between the lines, it meant that Bellingham and anyone else who was on that pitch back, they were in his back pocket more or less. They weren't seeing much of the game. So we're going to need a big game from Partey today as well. So I don't know why this is not loading. I actually just saw the lineups a second ago. Okay, cool. Yep. Here we go. Squads. Let's share screen. And Lewis Skelly had fantastic games against Real Madrid in that leg. Also, so did Saliba. Kivior warmed into the game, got better, got to give him praise. So same back four. Partey back in the team in the number 6. Fantastic. Love to see that. We've got Rice and Odegaard in the 8s. Odegaard has to pick his performance. He has to pick his performance up. We cannot be carrying you as a passenger. Today is going to be busy. It's going to be hot. They're going to be sticking it on us. A lot of pressure. We might have to absorb for a long time, and we'll speak about actually what we can do to try and play in between and capitalize. We've got Rice back in for this game. He's had a really good few weeks and a couple of months, I'd even say. Saka, Martinelli, Marino, same exact 11. Let's go to Real Madrid. Real Madrid is interesting actually because Modric goes to the bench. They probably feel like they need more legs because they're definitely going to basically be playing with 11 strikers on the pitch. They're going to go all for it today. So we've got Tchouaméni coming back into the team. We've got Vasquez, Vasquez, Asensio, Rudiger, and Alaba. Now this one's interesting because I thought they might have switched Alaba out, but I think Saka can really have Alaba's number. He's just come back from a major injury. Saka's going to need to make sure he wears his legs down, and Martinelli for Vasquez as well. So big game for both wingers. I think we need to score today because I don't think it's just going to be enough to absorb pressure. And let's speak about that. Massive game. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But I feel like whilst we do well away from home defensively as well, and our Champions League record over the last 2 years has been fantastic, I don't think we can absorb Real Madrid type pressure 15 times Champions League winners for 90 minutes. I don't think we can do that. So I think we need to play with a level of pragmatism like we did against Real Madrid at home, where we pick our opportunities and chances. Lewis Skelly and Timber were fantastic for this as well as Partey. That triangle, all of those players have one key trait that makes them perfect for nights like this, and it's their press resistance. They're comfortable with dropping the shoulder and looking up. And if there's options ahead of them, even if there's not options ahead of them, they run into space. If there's options ahead of them, they can play balls that cut through defensive lines or midfield lines to progress play. And I reckon those players are going to need to be so good at decision making and timing, where we might need to capitalize on those. Because Mikel Arteta, now there's some people who might be saying, yeah, let's sit in, 2 banks of 4, park the bus. But what I'm glad to hear from this team is that both Arteta and Saliba have come out to say, no, we're going for the win. We're not trying to just, sit in. And I like to hear that from this manager. This is going to be a massive test for Mikel Arteta as well. Mikel Arteta in cup competitions hasn't typically been good. And no, I'm not counting them dinner plate community shows in the trophy cabinet. We don't count those, bro. So that FA Cup, that one FA Cup with players that bailed you out, that are no longer at the club, this is the team you've picked. And they haven't got silverware right now. And you've bowed us out of all competitions. Shoddy transfer window. But we're not talking about transfer windows. We're talking about tonight. There's a chance to go to a semi-final of the UEFA Champions League. We need to play today and we need to play smart. So, yeah, players like Odegaard cannot be passengers. And we're going to need to really play that triangle, I think, of Partey, Timber, Lewis, Skelly are going to really need to be tuned in to how to capitalize on the space. Because this competition does favor us because the way Arsenal play football, we like to capitalize on space and we don't score goals or win games in the Prem because you're not afforded space. And it's just such an easy way to shut us out. But we know Madrid will have no choice but to play us. So that's what we've got. Even when we look at the bench, let's look at even the fringe players we've got. Because I reckon if we can keep in the game for 45, and it's going to be 45, I think, we have a chance to ensure we're more comfortable. Real Madrid will continue pressing and growing in the game, but I think if we can keep it level for 45, we should come out into the second half and try and push the issue and try and get a goal. Or alternatively, we get a goal in the first half. That's actually what I do. I'd probably go for a goal in the first half and then shut up shop, maybe make some changes in the second half. So on the bench, we've got Tierney, we've got Ben White back in the team, which is good to see back in the squad. Zinchenko, I don't know who you are, brother. I don't know who you are. Trossard. We're not going to talk about Neto or Sterling, but we've got a better looking bench now. We've got White back in the team, so we can utilize that defensive sub in the second half. So look, big game tonight. Come on, you Gunners. We can do this. We can get to the semi-final and face PSG, a team that's way better than they were before. But do not bottle this because we have a history of bottling leads. We've done it the last 3 years in the Premier League. Let's not make this a repeated mistake. We have a big lead. These players stepped up to get a lead at home. A lesson we've learned actually from Bayern Munich last year. And we go to the Bernabeu 3-0 up. Come on, you Gunners. Let's get it. All right, score predictions. I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal today. 2-1? No, I bun it. 2-1 Arsenal. 2-1 Arsenal is my prediction against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. I think it's going to be a tough game. I think it could go either way. And to be fair, I am nervous. I feel like Real Madrid are the kind of team that they are the kind of team that have the clout to get 4 goals. But I'm going to trust in the boys. I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal today. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know your score predictions. Drop a like on this video if you like it. Drop a sub if you love it. Subscribe to be a part of the NLG fam. And yeah, man, let's get it. Come on, you Gunners. Catch you later in a bit.